it's me, the Hans-Looking again. I have just finished watching the State of the Union address by bumbling Joe Biden, and I'm here to basically say what he forgot to say in his little strip of his. First off, Eds. As of now, Eds are around $6 for one carton. Despicable. Very despicable. You need to take out a loan from the bank just to make breakfast nowadays. Second of all, toilet paper and paper towel. A simple 12-pack was around $11 a few months ago. Now it's up to almost $15. Milk is still going up by a few dollars here and there. And of course, chickens are, well, let's just say some of the farms are fried. It is not looking good for the poultry industry. No, it's not. Third of all, the fentanyl issue was caused by him and his cackling idiot, Kathleen Harris. Because they refused to fix the border, hundreds, thousands, nay, millions of pounds of deadly fentanyl have entered our nation, entered our schools, and have entered our homes, killing around the 17 to 24. It is just despicable. But what does he do? Nothing. He doesn't take responsibility for the fact that he caused the crisis by trying to take down the wall in many cases and trying to just let anyone come in, even though they have no right to, because most of the people are just drug dealers and drug smugglers and human traffickers. Not really refugees if they come in, with a criminal background. And of course, let us not forget about the situation that happened in Afghanistan. Yes, Afghanistan is still on the plate because Americans are still trapped in Afghanistan, as far as I know. Some of them might be, not living anymore because no one cares about them anymore. And of course, about the whole deficit, he never lowered the deficit. How many times have he said, well, I'm gonna take it, be a pass, man, I don't care, this $1 billion bill, man. How much money have we spent, and then spent again over the past 2 years as Putin? We have the most debt that we have ever had since the Great Depression. He has spent all of our money on rubbish, supporting a war in the East, which we have no say in, supporting other people where we have nothing to gain from it. Not to mention the fact that with every bill they try to pass and have passed, nothing has got done. I have seen no bridges being made, no highways being made, no skyscrapers being made. Nothing has been made. Literally nothing has been made. From what I have seen, nothing has been made, okay? Not to mention the fact that he compared January 6th again to some idiot breaking into Paul Pelosi's house. That wasn't a threat, that wasn't a test for our democracy. That was a test to see if the security cameras were even working. Because here's the thing. That has nothing to do with anything that our democracy, which, by the way, we are a constitutional republic, not a democracy. That has nothing to do with anything, okay? The attack on Paul Pelosi wasn't a MAGA clown, the MAGA hand and the Trump head. No, it was some dipshit trying to break into the house to harass Paul Pelosi. That was it. That was it. There was no political influence from what I have heard and seen. Nothing. Literally nothing had to do with anything to do with politics. And of course, let us now go into another thing that he forgot to mention. Let's see, I don't know, probably all of the people that were killed in Chicago. Literally, he would gladly mention about black people being killed if it was done by police. I call them police because some of these officers are just the bottom of the barrel. But he forgot to mention about the crime in our cities. He would gladly mention if a black guy was murdered by a white guy, even though those cops were all black. The sheriff was black, the mayor, I think the DA was black, so what the hell does not telling Bo or Ashley about? They were both white. Again, he was making it all about race. It's not about race when it comes to if the same race kills somebody from the same race. That's not racism, that's just a crime. Okay, and he keeps trying to make things about race when there is nothing to do about race. Okay, it has nothing to do with it, okay? But like I was saying, Portland, Chicago, Illinois as a whole, most of Detroit, New York, is still a bloody shithole. Speaking of New York, he forgot to mention about the hundreds of migrants occupying the hotels, throwing away free food, fornicating in front of people on the stairways, in elevators, in anywhere really. Now imagine the fact that they have been rude to the hotel employees. I've heard about it, how they don't keep their rooms tidy, they yell, they throw food everywhere, assault the, not maids, the house cleaning people, I don't want to assume anyone's gender, but, the woman and man, actually the people, because, apparently gender is a social construct, but to be more direct, they have not been kind to these people, even though they, we pay for their rooms while we live on the streets. Doesn't make any damn sense. And of course he forgot to mention about literally everything to do with China. He mentioned the spy balloon for what, like 5 minutes? The last time that a foreign object was found in our airspace, it almost led to war. The Cuban Missile Crisis. And I mentioned the fact that in 1941, Japanese planes were spotted in our airspace of Hawaii, but no one raised the alarms. No one said, "Hey, maybe those Japanese lurking planes shouldn't be near our airspace." But what did they do? Nothing. Next thing you know, Pearl Harbor happened, and they were a big shock, even though all the signs were there. Okay. Now, so when we enter our own airspace in the Pacific Ocean, they ram our jets, they ram our boats, they do anything to knock it off. But when they send a balloon across the entire United States for what, a week, we're just to sit by and take it like a little female dog? No. You don't fuck with America, okay? You just don't fuck with America. Speaking of which, this whole war thing, they haven't even addressed the whole pipeline issue. The Nord B2, I think that was called. How at the beginning of his administration he said, if Russia tries to, at the beginning of the Ukrainian war, he said that if Russian tanks cross the border of Ukraine, the Nord Stream pipeline will no longer exist. 1 year later, it blew up. And this is how much oil leaked right into the ocean. Into the Baltic Sea. A lot of oil. I mean a lot. Killing I don't know how many sea life. Probably in the small 100 millions. We don't know because they don't care. Not imagine the fact that is a direct violation of the Geneva Convention, and basically that is an act of war, an act of terrorism. But they don't take responsibility for it. I mean, Joe Biden hasn't taken responsibility ever since he became a senator. If you know what I mean, he has a history of not telling the truth at at all. I mean, literally, back even in the 80s and 90s, he was caught in multiple of lies. Speaking of lies, let's talk about how he blamed us conservatives for wanting to get rid of Medicare and Social Security, and everyone booed him. Literally, even both Republicans and Democrats agreed, don't go there, Joey. They both booed at him. And everyone, even some people were out saying, you lie, you caused this, because he did. He caused everything. He caused everything that he's taking credit for not doing and trying to solve. That's just terrible. Not to mention the fact that the whole, everything really that he has caused is on his plate. It's the blood is on his hands, and he refused to wash it. That's all I will have to say. So, in final statements, my opinion on the union, my state of the union, it's shit. Okay, we are weak, but we have at least one more year until we can try to elect Donald Trump again. He will make sure that none of this will happen again. Okay? It will take a while, okay? I'm not saying as soon as we elect Donald Trump or even Ron DeSantis, if he even wants to run, the country will go back to the ways between 2017 to 2019. No, it's not gonna be like that. It will get better over time. All we can really do is stay strong. We have fought many of our foes in the past. If it becomes very violent, we have to stay strong as a nation. We have to fight against all sorts of threats that dare try to destroy our republic. Not like January 6th. January 6th was not an insurrection. It was a bunch of people who were pissed off that they had the right. Just what was the old phrase? Let your no speech is hate speech. So yeah. But to just try to end off things on a much softer note, Donald Trump has said that he is running for 2024. And I'm not voting for him again. I did it once, I can do it again. Because the most important thing to do in these dark times is do not use fear. Do not cower by fear. Do not let anyone try to silence you. Let your voices be heard, as we are independent thinkers. We do not blindly just follow what is, popular. We follow what is the most right, which is the most prosperous, which is the most logical for our nation to be strong and useful once again. Biden tries to say, just let me finish the job, man. Just let me finish the job. Even though he has done nothing but ruin our nation. Donald Trump, he will make America great again, okay? And to make sure of that, I hope he does not try to do any more Twitter nonsense, because that got him a lot of trouble last time, okay? But if we are going to make America great again, you people in Congress need to get your shit in order, okay? The GOP and DOJ have to at least try to cooperate. Mostly with the GOP, because there are some Republicans, Romney, that keep trying to mess things up, okay? If I ever become part of the House of Representatives, I will make the House united. I will try to. I don't promise 100%, but I will try. In 4 years from now, I will be eligible to be part of the House of Representatives, and I will represent my state. No matter what happens, I will try to do my best. But in those 4 years from now, I have a lot to learn. I have lots and lots of knowledge to gain, experience to put under my belt, and I have lots of wonderful people to meet on my way. So, the State of the Union is poor. Very poor. But not broken. No. we are not broken. We are still a United States of America. We are still united under Old Glory. We are still united under God, so help us. Because no matter how many times they try to destroy us, we will never surrender, no matter what the cost may be.